Welcome back to my channel, Etsy sellers, and this is a question that perplexes thousands of you. Why do rubbish Etsy stores make thousands of sales? You know the ones I'm talking about: rubbish pictures, average products, no branding, store not filled out correctly, right? But they've got thousands and thousands of sales. How are they doing this? You know, there's got to be reasons as to how such poor Etsy stores can make so many sales. So in this video, I'm going to break down the 6 main reasons why they make thousands of sales. And this genuinely is going to educate you and maybe shock you, especially the very first point. Let's get into this and break open how these terrible stores are making all this money, right? So here's the first reason, and this one I know you're not thinking of. So the first reason is they aren't anymore. Now, this is actually really, really important, and it will bleed into point 2. So most of you won't realize this. They used to make thousands and thousands of sales, but if you actually just stop and do a really simple analysis. So what I mean by this is just write down the number of sales they've got today, come back a week later and write down the sales number again, and see how many sales they've made in that week. You will be shocked because the number will be way, way down. They might have 40,000 sales, 80,000 sales, 100,000 sales, but now, if you check it now, they're not doing this volume. They've gone down from 30, 40 sales a day, maybe to 1 or 2. And this happens all the time. And there's a reason for this that I want to tell you. So this is critical. Most of you don't realize it. They're just not making the sales anymore. They used to, and here's why. So this is the second reason, and again, most of you miss this. It's because they were a COVID store. So these 2 reasons make up the bulk of why you look at Etsy stores that are rubbish and they seem to be making thousands of sales. They're not. They're just not. So stores that came about and were built and grown in 2020, 2021 and early 2022. Check the date of when the store was opened. If they were a COVID store, they were able to rack up thousands, tens of thousands of sales. Remember when everyone was selling masks in 2020, right? Well, that fueled loads of visibility into all these Etsy stores. Everyone was trying to sell masks. But what they didn't know was when they were selling masks, they were fueling their store with visibility. So they started to sell other things when the masks calmed down, right? Everyone switched into other stuff. You can still see it sometimes. Go and look at Etsy stores that used to sell masks and see what they transformed into when the mask business started to die down. So these guys were COVID stores. They soaked up all this visibility. So it looks like, well, they did do amazingly well back then, but now they're not. Check the sales ratio. Write down the sales now, wait a week and see what they're selling in a week's time. And then see if it matches up with the huge sales number that they've got. Often it doesn't at all. Really, really important, these first 2 reasons. Now here's another one. And again, you probably don't think about it. Huge ad spend. Okay? So this is a mistaken belief by these sellers. They spend loads on ads because they believe that that fuels their visibility. It doesn't. It only fuels their ad visibility. It doesn't fuel your organic visibility. I talk a lot about this. So they will spend loads on ads, misinformed, misaligned, and then they end up having a huge ad budget. Yes, loads of sales come in, right? Because if you spend loads on ads, you will make more sales, but it doesn't help you because you're probably losing money. So often they have a losing ad spend, right? Thinking it's going to help their organic, but it doesn't. So they're losing on the ad side, they're losing on the organic side, but the sales number is ticking over. But this is no good. You're not making money here, right? Which then leads me into another thing. And you'll see this a lot. Very cheap prices, okay? So this is where they price stuff so low, and you see it all the time. I'm sure you've seen this in Reddit or the Etsy forum. How are they making any money? How are they making any money? It's 80 cents, it's $1 or whatever the price is, super, super low, right? They're not making any money. They're not making any money. Who wants to sell 30, 40 items a day for 10 cents profit? Nobody. But the one thing it does do, it raises visibility. It does actually raise visibility. If you price things super low, and I'm not asking you or advising you to ever do this. You know I always talk about backing your price, being proud of your price. Don't do it, but people that do it don't make any money, but they do gain visibility. And if they knew that and knew how the system worked, they could then bring other items in that were priced higher and make some revenue, right? But this is another way they do it, just ridiculously low prices, probably losing money, not even breaking even. Terrible practice to do, but lots of people do it. Okay, the next one, and this is one, honestly, that you just don't think about. It's big social media. So you'll see stores with 30 items, 20 items, 40 items, and they've done 100,000 sales, 200,000 sales. And you'll say, Nick, how are they doing it then? And it's because literally they've got a social media account on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all three, hundreds of thousands of followers, and they're just funneling traffic in and making boatloads of sales using social media. And again, don't do this. Don't waste your time doing this. This is a massive waste of time. The effort required to build a social media account that actually makes you sales on Etsy, and remember, you don't get any visibility for those sales, it's not worth the effort. And I keep telling you guys, organic, grow your stores organically. But this is another one, huge one. They'll have big social media accounts. And you've got to go and find these accounts and look at them. Oh, they've got 100,000 followers on Instagram. Oh, they've got 300,000 followers on YouTube. That can rack up masses of sales. So be aware of that. It's very, very important. And the final one, let's just have a look at my list. Yes, this is the last one that you'll see often. Massive size. Okay? So maybe they were a COVID store. Maybe they've been using all these pieces, but also the store is absolutely ginormous. So if you go and look at a store and it's got 1,000 listings, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 listings, they're using volume. They're using volume to make more sales. So historically, they were able to make more sales because they were so big. And as the saying goes, size does matter on Etsy. It really, really does. Bigger stores tend to sell more. I've told you this over and over again, everything being equal. So often you'll see large stores doing this, right? And that's how they're getting the advantage. So let me know if this is interesting to you and I'll make more content on it. Let me know your comments. Did you have a store like this that used to do amazingly well, big store, but now you look back on it and go, oh, this store was terrible. Let me know. Let me know your thoughts on this. And always, as always, if you want to work with me, my brand new Etsy Academy is open, guys. And the drop for the live, I'm doing a YouTube live and it's coming soon. So in there, I'm doing a 1-hour drop, right, of 7 days free trial for my Academy. And you get $130 of guides and courses free. And this is an amazing offer. Last time 16 people joined off of this. It's such a good offer. I'm literally giving you $130 of courses and guides for free and a 7-day free trial to the Academy. You can't go wrong. It's coming up soon, right? That's coming soon. Look out for it. I'm going to announce it. But if you want to join my Academy now, don't wait. As I always say, don't guess, don't wait. We're coming into autumn and winter. The book in now button's coming up on your screen to take you, I think it says visit or sign up, to take you to the Academy About page, which has a video on it. Watch the video, see if this is right for you. And then you can join my private learning experience with other students to build and grow your Etsy store. I look forward to catching you in the Academy and catching you in the comments. Cheers.